let's get something straight right now. Sonic is awesome. And as always, one of the biggest things that makes Sonic awesome, even in times when he's not, it's the music. I've always considered Sonic the Hedgehog to be a series that is defined by how it actively sets itself apart from other platforming mascot games, and one of the most memorable ways in which it has done that has been by giving its musical direction loads of attitude and personality, going as far as to include numerous vocal anthems in nearly every major game in the series. This is such an amazing and unique addition to the series that only serves as the delicious cherry on top of the assortment of already great music these games tend to have. Lyrical theme songs in Sonic games are one of the top aspects that define Sonic as a hip and cool series for me, and I hope they don't go away anytime soon. It seems as though a lot of you guys feel the same way, because this is without a doubt my most requested topic for a top 10 list. Other than top 10 Sonic games, but I promise you guys I'll get to that. So yeah, vocal themes. I guess I should go ahead and do that. Today, I'll be celebrating Sonic's history of outlandishly cheesy, yet butt-rockingly awesome lyrical music by counting down my top 10 favorites. This is Nerdword Entertainment's Top 10 Best Sonic the Hedgehog Vocal Themes.
Tougher than leather, you can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
Okay, so bear with me on this one. Starting the list off with a big surprise, I simply couldn't resist with this one. Knuckles the Echidna's main theme from Sonic Adventure is the very first of many times in which we hear Knuckles' character represented by the delivering of sick beats, dawg! Okay, I'll just show myself out now. I believe this to be one of the greatest examples of the series doing something just flat out ridiculous for the sake of maintaining its contemporary nature. It also serves as an example of just how dated something can become if it sticks with this mentality. Even with that said though, I think this song is just fantastic. Not necessarily because it's a brilliant song or anything, but just because of how much it amuses me. If you've been on any of the Sonic social media recently, you know just how much this song, and Knuckles in general, has become a running gag in the community. I love seeing that Unknown from ME is still leaving an impact today, and if you ask me, that's reason enough to put it on this list. It warms my heart to know that Knuckles the Echidna is teaching a whole new generation of fans to get it on by themselves. So, Silver the Hedgehog, one of the most tragic characters in the series. We all know how it goes. He debuts in one of the worst Sonic games ever made, he gets constantly picked on for the shape of his hair, and he's just another bullet point on a list of countless Dragon Ball Z parallels. Despite this though, I think Silver has the potential to be a truly fantastic character. The personality and character motivation are certainly there, and his powers can be cool. It's just that all of this has yet to work together in harmony. I guess I'm cool with waiting though, because I have this super smooth theme song to listen to in the meantime. Being my personal favorite vocal theme to come out of Sonic 06, Dreams of an Absolution is a ridiculously cool electronic tune that sums up Silver's role in the story, as well as his relationships with characters like Sonic and Blaze. Similar to Knuckles' theme from SA1 mentioned previously, Dreams of an Absolution brings Sonic into a new age of music with a theme that sounds like it belongs in today's generation of pop and techno. It's been nearly 10 years since the release of this theme, and I still think it holds up tremendously well. Alright, so we all knew Crush 40 would make their way onto this list. It was just a matter of when and how many times, because, spoiler alert, they appear more than once. Starting their reign of terror in this video is their ending theme for Sonic and the Black Knight, one of the more underrated Sonic games in my opinion, which had an even more underrated soundtrack. The music in Black Knight was highlighted by a number of Crush 40 songs, and the game was capped off with one of their most mellow. Live Life is one of the rare examples of a soft rock song in Sonic games, and it does its job well by ending Black Knight off on a high note and bringing its surprisingly heartfelt message full circle. It's a song about enjoying life to the fullest, and I can always get down with that. This song is living proof that narratives in Sonic games can be deep and meaningful, even if it does come across as a little bit corny. God bless this game, it did so many things right. Performed by Everett Bradley and representing the climactic final battle between Sonic and Shadow in SA2, For True Story is one of the greatest in-game lyrical themes I've ever heard. The lyrics take a backseat to the music, which is among the punchiest in the series, resulting in a varied, unpredictable, and tense track that complements the visuals and gameplay perfectly. The song was even great enough to get a remix in Sonic Generations, but even so, the original still comes out on top and cannot be beat. Taking a quick look at the lyrics, I just love how effectively dark and somber everything is. Stars don't twinkle, the moon doesn't shine, birds don't sing, the wind doesn't blow. It's as if time has come to a stop, and all that matters is this very moment. How fitting for this theme to accompany a fight like this, in which Sonic and Shadow battle to the bitter end, holding on to the very last instant before the Eclipse Cannon fires. It all makes for one of the greatest moments in Sonic history, but I'm sure you all already know how much I think that. Wait, hold on, that's not right. There we go! Sonic's personality has always been pretty easy to identify, but different eras of Sonic's character have characterized Sonic in slightly different ways. And in the case of the Sonic Adventure games, and especially Sonic Heroes, Sonic is a bona fide hero of justice who fights for what is good, doing it all while providing just the right amount of glazed ham. This characterization is perfectly encapsulated in Sonic's theme song from the Adventure era. While it might be incredibly cheesy and goody-goody, maybe even too much for Sonic, my nostalgia for this song, and really every character theme in SA2, is too great for me to even care. This song reminds us of a simpler time in which Sonic was an overly positive role model, which is a trait that I feel has been somewhat lost over time. Whether or not that's true is up for debate, and I could be wrong, but that's okay, because in the end, it doesn't matter who is wrong and who is right. Doors right here? Yeah, alright, cool. I'll just be going then. Making their second appearance on this list, Crush 40's first ever song for a Sonic game still remains one of their best. While not the first vocal theme for Sonic games, this is without a doubt the one that made him a mainstay in the series. This was the franchise's first example of a dark and climactic lyrical anthem, and the first of many to be featured not only as the main theme of its respective game, but also as the theme for the final boss. It works to fantastic effect in Sonic Adventure, in which Sonic must defeat perfect chaos in the ruins of Station Square. All hope seems to be lost, and the somber mood is perfectly encapsulated in Open Your Heart, while at the same time being ultimately reversed by the song's message that everything will be alright in the end. It's brought together fabulously by the song's hard rocking guitars, which define Crush 40's trademark style that remained ever present in Sonic games over a decade after SA1. You know, this is what I like to see. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, a spin-off racing game completely separate from the main canon, has a vocal main theme song. This game didn't even need to have one. No one would have complained otherwise, but the game went the extra mile and included one anyway. And it's amazing. Bentley Jones proved earlier on this list that bubblegum pop tunes are a surprisingly nice fit for a Sonic game, and this, my friends, serves as his finest example. Not only is this one of the most flat-out fun vocal songs in Sonic history, but its lyrics feel shockingly relevant to Sonic in general. I don't know about you guys, but it feels to me like the lyrics are symbolic of the persistent nature of the series. It's a song that reminds you that Sonic, in this day and age, is on a mission to reach his original level of dignity and respectability. And even though the circumstances have not always been kind to him, his games and legacy still continue. Sonic and the Black Knight strikes back on this list with Knight of the Wind, the heroic main theme of the game. This theme represents Sonic's responsibility as a hero, now that he has been thrust into medieval times and must defeat the corrupted King Arthur. The song itself, despite its strict connections with the game's story, works great on its own with its punchy sound that never stops hammering its way into your head. And that opening riff, oh, that opening riff. One of the greatest in any Sonic song ever recorded. When a song has this many highlights, it's no wonder the song made its way this far on the list. It's almost hard to believe there are still 2 more songs to go. To be fair, these final 2 songs usually switch back and forth for me, so numbering them was hard, but hey, I had to make a decision at some point, so here's how it goes. Well, there you have it. The most legendary vocal theme in Sonic the Hedgehog, which is now often considered the universal theme song for modern Sonic, is number 2. Will I regret this decision later? Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, Live and Learn is absolutely phenomenal. There's a good reason it has the reputation it does. This is one of the most intense, climactic, emotional, impactful songs I've ever heard in a video game, let alone a Sonic game. Sonic Adventure 2, the game this song comes from, has one of the most memorable climaxes in the series, and leads up to a uniquely bittersweet ending. The stakes are even higher than they were in the end of Adventure 1, and the individual character motivations are deeper than ever, especially for Shadow, who must sacrifice himself to right the wrongs of both himself and his creator, all for the sake of fulfilling the wishes of his long-lost friend, Maria. All of this is reflected in the lyrics of the song, and it brings all the events in the game full circle in one of the most satisfying grand finales I've ever experienced. In addition to this is a song that's been teased at since the beginning of the game through brief instrumentals in the menus, as well as the chanting of the title in the intro of Battle. With that in mind, finally hearing the full song in the very end is satisfying enough on its own. Bottom line, Live and Learn is a magnificently gratifying song on all levels, and even though it's been said that the game it appears in hasn't aged very well, I can say without question that the song itself certainly has, as its unrelenting sense of emotion still gives me goosebumps. At this point, I can't believe I'm still coming up with things to say about it. This isn't even my number 1 pick! Now before we reach number 1, I'd like to give some honorable mentions. Lyrical Sonic music is just too awesome for me to only acknowledge 10 songs, so here we go.
I'm gonna reach for the stars, although they look pretty far. I'm gonna find my own way and take the chance on today. Follow me, set me free, trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through.
allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Inside, outside, say that there. Inside, outside, 抜いて誰一人も何一つも前を行かせたくはない。Inside, outside, go Sonic. Inside, outside, yes Sonic. 危ないやと危ないすら似てる。そうどちらも紙一重なのさ。退屈にすべて。
At the end of the day, the vocal Sonic themes I can respect the most are the ones that properly convey the truest and purest essence of Sonic's character. Never has there been a song that has so masterfully done this as Endless Possibility. The main theme for Sonic Unleashed is, in my opinion, the #1 lyrical theme to be associated with Sonic the Hedgehog. You see, Sonic, being the icon that he is very often portrayed as being this perfect hero who is adored by everyone and can do no wrong. Kind of like Goku from Dragon Ball Z or even Superman. This is a fine way to look at a larger-than-life mascot, and it's so obviously been reflected in the lyrics of several of his own personal theme songs, like the one I mentioned earlier in this list, It Doesn't Matter. There's even his world, Sonic 06's character theme for Sonic, which makes him out as this badass, untouchable paragon of heroism and attitude. All of this stuff is fine, and it's part of what makes us look up to Sonic, but very rarely are we ever given the chance to look into Sonic's inner feelings and personal ambitions. We all know Sonic fights for his friends and the good of the world, but deep down, what does he want? What does he strive for? What defines him as a developing character? Endless Possibility reminds us of this by putting Sonic in the humble position of a mere traveler, who is currently going on a larger-than-life adventure. What makes Sonic feel the most alive and fulfilled is when he gets the chance to see new things and explore new places. This is what he loves to do, and now he's overwhelmed with how exciting his worldwide adventure in Unleashed is going to be. He feels it. His time to shine has come, and he's lost in a dream. This song reminds us that even Sonic has hopes and goals that he strives for, things that are just within his reach. Sonic is portrayed as being excited, and the high tempo of the rocking instrumentals and the inspiring lyrics of the song work together to make us feel excited with him. It's a beautiful song with an amazing message, and one that couldn't be more relevant to the Sonic franchise as a whole. In the real world, even though Sonic has been struggling, he's never given in to the negativity surrounding him. He just keeps moving, looking for new opportunities to shine. And while not all of these attempts have succeeded, Sonic never ceases to come back again and look for new possibilities. I like to think that we, as Sonic's dedicated fans, are responsible for this. Without our support, the Sonic franchise likely wouldn't be as alive as it is now. It's continued to grow and evolve in new ways despite its failures because of our long-lasting support for this one blue mascot character we love so much. It's a phenomenon that allows Sonic to keep his head held high and begin new journeys as time goes on. As of now, the future may seem unclear, but just as I'm known for doing, I'm gonna remain optimistic for what's to come. Sonic's 25th anniversary is on its way, new content is to be expected, and now that Sonic is slowly picking up his stride once more, the possibilities are endless.
I see it,